What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Out of the Park Baseball 26 simulation with our expansion franchise, the Moose Jaw Miller Express. Of course, from the Western Canadian Baseball League, but now in the major leagues. We are at the midpoint of year 2, so it's time to catch you guys up on everything that's happening, and it's time for the amateur draft in season 2. So let's jump into it. We've made some trades, we've got some updates. Let's take a look. First off, on the left-hand side there, you can see the record. We are 33-52, 18 games out of the division. That is not good. But on the right-hand side, we are increasing attendance, looking to get over at 32,000 plus per game. We still haven't had anybody up from last year's draft, but we've got a lot going on here. First off, the big thing, one of our star signings in the offseason, Bo Bichette tore his meniscus. Oh, by the way, that happened in game 2. So that was a huge loss for us. Just not really much we can overcome there. And we've had some players that we've moved on as well. So we have made some trades along the way. We traded second base prospect Sunchae Chang to the Utah Yetis for starting pitcher Michael McGreevy, 25-year-old. McGreevy comes in as a 49 overall, 51 potential, and has been pretty good as a Miller Express since coming over in that trade relatively recently. We've also sent out left-handed pitcher reliever Brian Hudson to Minnesota, and we picked up second baseman Brooks Lee, the 25-year-old prospect, 49 overall, 60 potential. That is huge. So Brooks Lee is going to slot in right now in second base for our team. And we also traded away prospect and really our starting second baseman Vaughn Grissom for Luis Angel Acuna. Grissom just wasn't progressing the way I was hoping. 46 overall, 60 potential for Acuna. Fits our lineup a little bit better, I think. So we've made some moves along that way in terms of the lineup. And when you take a look at the pitching staff, you'll see our pitching staff, our starting rotation has been awful. Tyler Molly's been hurt. He only had started 7 games, so he's been our best starter by far. The bullpen's been pretty solid at the back end, but the middle relief has been pretty atrocious. In terms of the lineup, you can see it there here on the team home screen. We now have Jorge Barosas playing center field for us with some injuries, and that Luis Angel Acuna is now slotted in at second base. He's been doing all right. Vlad Jr. has had some struggles, 7 homers, 33 RBIs. Khalil Watson has been actually very good for us, minus the batting average. Ronnie Mauricio is now up for us right now because Blaze Jordan is hurt right at the moment. He's been really good for us. Blaze Jordan has been probably our best surprise, at least. 23-year-old, 6 homers, 28 RBIs, 305 batting average. He's been killing it, so we're looking to get him back. Robert Hassel III has been starting for us in right field. Spencer Torkelson's got some numbers, but wasn't doing very well for most of this first half. Has really started to rebound in the second part of that. Miguel Amaya has been solid, and Brooks Lee is our new slotted into shortstop. Probably more better suited for second base, but Bo Bichette is hurt. Chandler Simpson has also been hurt recently. He's out for a couple weeks, but when we get him back, we'll be really excited to slot him back into center field. He was at one time leading Major League Baseball in batting average, but has cooled off recently. And McGreevy's also dealing with a bit of an injury right now as well. So a lot has gone on. Have we improved in terms of our record? Yeah, absolutely. Last year we won 43 games. We're already at 33 wins. So the team has made progress, and we've got a lot of young players, especially in our lineup. Look at some of the potential, 62, 60, 60. We've got some young guys with some potential, and that's not including some of the injuries, guys like Blaze Jordan. So I think the lineup is progressing. We're going to have to work on the rotation in particular. But without further ado, let's jump into the first year player draft. So we have the number 4 pick. We actually slid down. We were expected to have number 1. Unfortunately, the ping pong balls didn't work out for us, but we are going to jump into our first year player draft. This is our second, of course, season. Last year we had the number 1 pick and took Ethan Holiday, number 1. So you can see the selections that were made there. Mark Nash, Grady Emerson, Mike Sims. It is time for our pick. So with our first pick, last year we took a high school player, so I really want to get a college player in here. We have our top pitcher here, Liam Peterson, 31 overall already, 75 potential, college arm, so more progress. We can get him into our minor league system quicker. His demand is definitely well under what we need to pay. So we're going to take Liam Peterson with our first overall pick in year 2, trying to avoid some of these high school guys and try to get someone closer to the major league ready right now. A lot of good high school pitchers available in the second round. Seems to be a ton of them. So we're going to go with Ethan Wheeler, 24 overall, 65 potential. Again, right on demand in terms of the money. It fits very well for us. Don't love taking a high school arm at this plate, but this is the best player available in my mind. So we're going to take Ethan Wheeler with the start of round 2. Now, I will say in round 3, we have lost our round 3 pick. So it's going to be round 4 of leave before we pick again because of compensation. Actually, round 5, compensation because of signing Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And we find another college starter, Trey Newman. We're going to go starter in this draft. I did not expect to do that. Really, really good curveball from the 6'6" righty. So Trey Newman, we're going to add in the 3rd round. Actually, the 5th round. My apologies again. 5th round to get another starter. Round 6, we're going to have some money to play with. So we're going to take right fielder Trent Maben, a high school right fielder, see if we can get him committed. Only $650,000 in terms of demand. Because we were so under slot with our 1st round pick, I believe we can make this work in round 6. So Trent Maben coming to the Millers. Some terrific speed and defense for center fielder Demarion Terrell. We're going to bring him a JUCO player. Bringing him in here, he's got, like I said, great speed, great defense. We'll see if the bat plays. I've got to take a little risk here in round 7. Another college righty in round 8 going to be Josh Morano. Don't love the control. I think he profiles more as a reliever. 28 overall, 48 potential. Got to add to the rotation though as many way we can in terms of our minor league system. So Josh Morano in round 8. Round 9, reliever Edwin Torres. He got more control than a lot of guys. We need some relief depth in our minor league system, so why not? I'm going to take Ethan Mendoza in the next round here if we can. Going to take catcher Daniel Jackson, switching up your view for you guys here. Daniel Jackson is going to be our next pickup. Just found a right fielder with some pop by the name of Peyton. Just found a right fielder with some pop by the name of Peyton Bonds. Are you kidding me? We got to add a guy named Bonds. Why not? Add another catcher. We're going to add Ryan Taman here in round 12. Just we need more depth in terms of catchers. You never know what's going to hit. So we're just adding to our minor league system. Once again, adding to our minor league system, we need some first basemen. So Pete Kraska to fill out some of those lower end minor league systems. You never know what you can hit on. So we'll add him as well. We're getting in round 4 teams. So I'm going to let this play out. And we'll show you guys the finish and what we got at the end. So when it comes down to it, we've got our top 4 picks from round 1, 2, 5, and 6. So the 6th guy come Trent Maben because he's a high school player. So we're going to see what we can get signed. First off, Liam Peterson. He's demanding 4.2. His slot was at 7.8. This is why we did this, is we can get him under slot. We can set this to his demand, and we can absolutely get him signed and into our system very quickly. Ethan Wheeler wants basically slot value, so that's not going to be a problem for us. We can get that going. Trey Newman as well, the college starting pitcher. Again, well under slot, so we can absolutely get him signed for very cheap. And that allows us to negotiate with Trent Maben. We can meet his demands of $650,000. We easily have the money to do that. So we should get him signed as well, which really, really is going to help our system. When you look at Trent Maben, 20 overall, 55 potential. Newman, 29 overall, 57. Wheeler, 24 overall, but a 65 potential. And our first overall pick, our number 4 overall, though, Liam Peterson, 31 overall, 75 potential, which means we should be able to get him into our system very quickly. And let's take a look at that system as well very quickly here. In AAA, the Saskatoon Berries, 49 and 39. 1 game out in their division, playing very, very well. Jake Mangum has been very good for them. Lucan Baker, Trey Sweeney. Some of the guys from last year have now gone down there. Bobby Miller is in the minors because he's been atrocious for us. Some of the guys in the bullpen you'll notice from last year as well. In AA, the Regina Red Sox, who actually were the top team in this league last year, once again they are leading the way, 11.5 game lead in their division. Some really, really good production down there, especially in terms of pitchers. Alton Davis is up there, 3.34 ERA. He was a early round draft pick last year as well. Check out Ethan Holiday, just recently moved up there. Our number 1 overall pick from last year at high A, had a 99 OPS plus. Struggling a little bit. We thought, hey, let's give him a bump up. He's only had 9 games, at AA. So that's where he's sitting right now. Very good on base all the way along. He's up to 21 overall, 76 potential for us. Hopefully we can get him to the majors. Probably not this season, but maybe next year, if not the year after. Down in our high A ball, there's another starter, Nelson Kelso, and another John Lash, who we picked up last year. John Lash just moved up to high A ball. He's really, really struggling, but did pitch very, very well at A ball. So we're giving him a shot there. Solid enough team there in fifth, 37 and 48, although 26 games out. Lower in our minor league system, our A-ball team, the Swift Current 57s, they're not very good. We don't really have a lot of interesting prospects there either. A couple of guys that we drafted last year kind of starting to make their way into this team. And then our rookie league team, Medicine Hat, is atrocious. A lot of our lower end draft picks from last year are there. So hopefully we can get some of the new picks signed and get them up to the Weyburn, or get them up to the Swift Current 57s. That's hopefully we're going to add to that starting rotation and get some of the guys some innings this season. So there you have it. I hope you guys are really enjoying this series. If you are, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, I greatly appreciate all your guys' support. We're continuing on at the end of We're going to continue on to the end of season 2. I'm not sure totally what the next video is beyond. It may be an update video based on the season 2 off season. We're trying to get into season 3 as quickly as possible because it's very unlikely that the Millers are going to make the playoffs this year. But hopefully we can build this roster with some more talent and take a run at things and maybe a playoff spot in year 3. So until next time, take care, everyone.